Hello again, everybody. Welcome. Today we have Binjuan here playing the IS, the Tier 7 Heavy Tank, and of course he's platoon with TV Rays. You're going to notice that as a very common theme if you haven't already. Everybody seems to platoon with TV Rays all the time. Don't ask me why. It's just, I don't know. You must play a lot of tanks. Something else I'll mention real quick here while we're getting started is that, as you may have noticed already, this video is 1920 by 1080. It's not the super ultra wide format that I usually use. I'm not going to promise that all the video clips are going to be like that from now on, but I'm going to try to make at least a majority of them like this for your convenience, because I know most people are still using the 1080p monitors, and it does make things a little bit difficult to see. I get it. And Binjuan was like, hey, you do you, but it would be a lot better if you did it this way. Now that I've got that rambling out of the way here, let's look at the battle at hand. Binjuan is a Tier 7 vehicle in this match that goes down to Tier 6, so not a bad lineup whatsoever. It does appear that he's using the 100mm gun on this, as opposed to the big 122 that you could use, and he's going to show this battle why that is a better choice. And he's going to show you that almost immediately. Well, first off, tries to take that snapshot. It doesn't quite work out. This smaller gun, of course, does have a little bit better aim time, a little bit better accuracy. It's generally better handling, but it does have that lower alpha shot of 250 rather than 390, which is a fairly big difference. But if you can make all these shots count the way he does, then you know what, you're better off with a small gun. He's already put another snapshot right into that IS. He's going to now start tearing this Oni apart. This Oni, well, he missed a shot there. The Oni is going to have a hard time, let's put it that way. This Chiri has also appeared, gotten shot by Binjuan already, and backed up thinking he can get a shot in, which he does, but he takes one in return right away. He's already taking 3 or 4 times more damage to himself than he managed to do to Binjuan. Up until this point so far, Binjuan has been firing the standard AP rounds that come with this vehicle. However, after bouncing that last shot on the Oni's turret, he's realized that he's going to need to load some premium Ace PCR to get through the front of that turret, and he does right away. And now, this is when he starts to be able to show off the better accuracy of this gun versus the bigger one that he chose not to go with. And this is when it really starts to show that you know, there's a reason that people use that gun. I also found it very interesting throughout this replay how much Binjuan relied on his armor. Even though this tank doesn't really have that much armor, it can't really reliably bounce shots, especially from things like the Oni. There's a majority of the turret that'll be penetrated by the thing. But, I mean, that requires, first off, this Oni actually hits him, which so far has not happened. And, well, secondly, maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he's just like, oh, I'll exchange some hit points. I think I can out-damage this guy anyway, outplay him, and he is. He's doing very great there. He's looping in some shots that would be very, very difficult to hit, even with some of the most accurate guns in the game. That one, again, loops right in there, just barely misses that debris pile there. And now the Oni is down to a one-shot kill. Do we think he's going to poke back out and risk taking that kill shot? Or has he now decided that after he's thrown away almost the entirety of his tank, that he's going to smarten up and go, nah, I shouldn't do this anymore? Binjuan has noticed that that Oni doesn't really want to take any more of this and is thinking about now finding a different place to go farm from. He's trying to get a shot on that Jackson around that corner, but just can't quite do it given how this building layout is. Is anyone else going to poke around that corner? Does anyone else want some? Oni? Oh, hey there. Welcome back. You're going to sit there where you could be shot by Binjuan again? I guess he didn't learn from his lesson. Maybe that player needs to learn a few lessons from watching replays like this. And, hello. We'll just ignore that we almost got shot in the side there. And now this Jackson, can we pick up a kill? No. Binjuan has 1 kill so far and has done over 2,000 damage, which is quite good for a Tier 7 battle. And we still have 11 minutes left in this battle, so let's see how much more he can do. Looks like he's trying to get just a little shot at that T25AT around the corner there. He's probably trying not to give the T25AT a good shot in return. That's a very good awareness, very good planning, and there's the second kill secured right there with even a touch of spotting damage. Now that Binjuan has caught out some enemy vehicles crossing there at just the wrong moment for them, he's using this little rubble pile here in front of him to block any approach that the T25AT may have at him. And now, the tables have turned. Let's see what he can do. He's going to fire a shot into the front of him, penetrate easily, do some damage. And I think Binjuan went for the ram kill there, but it didn't work out whatsoever. And as a result, he does take a second shot of damage from that 25 AT. And now Binjuan has a couple problems. First off, his IKV here is trying to fight him. And secondly, Binge1 has no driver, and he doesn't have a first aid kit again for another 70 seconds because he used it when he got stunned by artillery just a moment ago when he was face-hugging that T-25. Binge1 is now again using the accuracy of this gun to its max to try to get some shots at that IKV, but doesn't manage to do so. It does miss. He's not getting as lucky as he was with the Oni, and artillery is pounding on him repeatedly. Now, this IKV, he must be getting desperate. I'm not sure what his plan here is, but I mean, I guess he just wants to go die at the low ground. Maybe he thought that Binge1 couldn't get his gun over top of that ridge and he'd be safe down there, but the plan didn't work out. He probably should have hid behind the bridge or something instead. It was kind of a tough situation for him, and that Hummel, once again, splashing Binge1, picking away at his hit points very slowly. That tank so far has been one of the most effective at fighting him. And now this T-34-85, Binge1 still missing a driver, is now going to fight him. Let's see what he can do. Well, firstly, nothing. Binge1 whiffs that shot completely. Sorry, that's probably the worst move you've made all match, but that's forgivable. And he manages to finish off the T-34-85 without taking any additional damage except for from that Hummel again. Oh, that's annoying. Being stunned for so long. He's now just getting his first aid kit back. He's probably going to use it immediately on his driver and get over there and try to hunt down that Hummel, because already the Hummel is the only enemy team player remaining. Binge1 here has picked up 5 kills so far. Let's see if he can pick up that 6th and get himself a Top Gun. That would be a very good end to this. Binge1 has also done 3,600 damage, which again at tier 7 is pretty impressive. Not too bad at all. I mean, let's put it this way. I featured a Barras replay, a tier 8 vehicle, that did about as much damage a few weeks ago. Binge1 is again being quite observant in this match, and he's watching the mini-map there with that Type 64 going to hunt where that Hummel is. Binge1 has noticed, after being hit by artillery several times, that it seems that Hummel shots were coming from over there. And it is probably unlikely that the Hummel could have gotten very far and still be unspotted if he had decided to run away. Our allied artillery also seems to be convinced that Hummel is back there, as he's blinked there a few times, and he's also taken a few blind shots at that area. The Type 64 looks like he's realized, okay, he must be back there, and now he's going to go spot this. And Binge1 is waiting to steal that kill and pick up his 6th. And, oh no, Binge1 fired perhaps just a little bit too early. He managed to get 244 damage from that, but the kill was not his for the taking. Overall, that was a very respectable battle. Binge1 showing no fear and showing complete confidence in his vehicle's armor as well as his gun, and having no problem whatsoever trading hit points when the time came, especially with artillery, which I'm sure you were extremely happy to do, right? Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good one.